Namaskara, Shubhodaya. So I'm with a person called Kunal Newar. So he is the man who knows. He's a very lovable person and very charismatic, and he's very special, especially among the kids. So he's a magician, a mentalist, an illusionist, and an entertainer also. So Kunal has always been interested in magic since childhood. After working for a couple of years as an engineer, Kunal has decided to pursue his dream and is now a full time entertainer. And he has performed at various venues like Globe of Corporates, weddings, private gatherings, TV shows, colleges, etc. Kunal's clientele includes some of the top corporates and industries in the country, reputed colleges, celebrities, and also politicians. So in 2018, Kunal was featured in India's Got Talent and he wowed the judges with his amazing mind reading skills and illusion. So he has also appeared in multiple talent shows like Pune's Got Talent, Northeast Got Talent, and also appeared in multiple tele talk shows across the country. Kunal has also been conducting magic workshops where he teaches the art of magic to people of all ages and helps them boost confidence and develop a personality. So, welcome to our show, Kunal. Thank you for accepting the invitation. So, we would actually like to know what are the uh, hurdles that you have faced in your career path. Like yeah, during the childhood times, like how did magic attract you?
Okay. So, hello, Sri. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And like you said, I have been performing magic since the last, professionally since the last 7 years. But the thing is, I
Oh,
have been doing magic since I was a kid, like you just said.
yeah, yeah.
So when I started out magic, I'll tell you a story how magic got into me. Because there's a very famous saying that you don't get into magic, magic gets into you.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
that's a very famous saying. Yeah. So
Hmm.
when I was a kid, like I was just watching television, so I saw a person like he used two cloth hangers. You've seen cloth hangers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cloth hanger where you hang clothes. So he took two cloth hangers and just touched them and they linked. Okay. So I was like, at that time, I did not know that was magic. I just thought that, yeah, if you tap two hangers, that would link. And then
Okay.
I just, yeah, after the show ended, I took two hangers and started banging and banging them together. But as obvious it is, it won't link, right? And
Yeah.
I was a bit confused. I was a bit confused. Then later on, I realized that it is magic. So then I understood that magic is something that is impossible, that cannot be done. Then after that, I started watching television. In the television, I used to see magic like happen. So that was very interesting. Like I was really fascinated by it. Now, next, as you said, age of 11, my father got me a magic kit. Okay, so from the fairs and all, you see like
Hmm. Yeah,
people
yeah.
they show
Hmm.
magic tricks and
Hmm.
circus and all that. So they got a magic kit. I didn't know what to do with it. Then my father just showed me a few tricks, and I was like, just oh, this is magic. Yeah, I thought, yeah, this is magic. So I could do something with it. Then I started practicing. So initially I failed a lot of times, but yeah, I started practicing and I started getting interest in it. So after that, I started buying books. Whenever I used to go to a railway station to travel somewhere, I always used to run to the bookstore over there,
Okay.
bookstall, and I used to
Wow.
buy magic books from there because that's the only place where I could find magic books during that time. There were no online shopping or something like that. So I used to buy magic books from
Yeah.
there, and I used
So,
to like read, and I used to like perform for friends, family. Now, but the thing was, when I was doing that, that was kind of affecting my studies because that's something out of your studying syllabus, and that quite worried my parents. They were like quite worried. He's not studying, he's doing all because I was crazy about magic.
out of the
So
box. Hmm.
yeah, out of the box. Now, one day, what happened is I returned from school. I couldn't find any of my magic props, so my mom hid
Oh.
all of it. Okay, I couldn't find it. Like, okay, so like that was the thing. So yeah, because being a normal kid, okay, thinking like that, because every parent wants their child to be a like engineer, doctor,
Exactly.
or just
Hmm.
generalized line. Okay, so if you that time they couldn't even think that their son would become a magician someday. So that was kind of a distraction for me. So that they thought it's a distraction.
Hmm.
Now they hit all the stuff, and I just started focusing on my studies, and I did well. Okay, then I entered my engineering. I did mechanical engineering. So in college, like it was kind of something different because I was not at home because my parents are not there. So in college, I used to perform a bit for my friends and all, like just kind
Hmm.
of a hobby. So after that, yeah, that was kind of a different part of my life. Then after that, I came to Pune. I got a job here. Then after when I reached Pune, when I came to Pune, I got my salary. When I got my salary, I bought my first deck of cards for me, the bicycle ones that Malaysians usually use.
Okay.
So I then started cooking for my friends. And in office, I used to like perform for like colleagues and all. So I was getting very good reactions that I used to see in television. So I thought, wow, that's nice. Then even my friends, they started encouraging me. Okay, so yeah, that was like I used to do a few small kids shows and all everything. Then after that, after Pune, I again went to MP. I got a job there. So since my department was mechanical, I got a job in an oil refinery.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to the refinery, refinery is a different scenario entirely, because in when you are in a city in Pune, like it's a kind of a magic is appreciated because it's kind of like people organize birthday shows, people organize corporate shows. But
Yeah.
when you are at a very remote place, there is no space for magic because you are so engrossed in your work.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, industry like industrial sector, it's like very like kind of there are a lot of risks because it uses a lot of machines and everything. So I had to like focus my entire thing on my work, and I got detached from magic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then I realized how magic was important to me, because I was like feeling depressed. I was feeling low the entire time. Like I didn't want to work. Like I was not in mood to work. Like even when I was in work, when
Mm.
I imagine I am at work, but my mind is like thinking about how I do this trick, how I do
Trick.
that, and all of it. Yeah, it was affecting everything. Okay, I was not being able to do magic. I was
Okay.
not doing my work properly, so everything was affected. So finally one day, like it was like the level had crossed in my mind, and I thought I won't work anymore. So I just called up my parents and said, I don't want to work. And they were like, obviously shocked. So, but slowly, one step at a time, it took me a year to convince them that even this field has got opportunities, this field
Mm.
has got scope. Then finally, what happened is one day when I went home for a vacation, I did a stage show
Okay.
in Guwahati, Assam.
Mm.
And my parents were in, I called my parents to watch the show. So
Mm-hmm.
when they saw the show, they were like, yeah, he's good. He can manage with magic. So they were like convinced, because all those 1 year of convincing, and finally they got to see me perform. So they were like so proud, and like my mom told me like, okay, go and give a resignation and you start your magic career. Then I
Okay.
went back to the office and I started my magic career. Initially I started in Guwahati, my hometown.
Mm.
Okay, so I used to do a very small birthday shows and all, because that was just initial stage of my career. Then slowly I started growing. I started doing corporate shows and all everything. Then finally my friends in Pune, they started calling me like, come over to Pune, like Pune, Mumbai. Then it's quite close nearby, so you'll get very good opportunities here. So I
Mm-hmm.
traveled back to Pune, and I on 2015 I traveled back to Pune, and since then I have been performing in Pune itself. So I have done a lot of corporate shows. I have done yeah, birthday shows I do it sometimes, but I mostly do deal with corporates, colleges, and
Mm.
sometimes private parties. I have performed for Bollywood parties as well. So all those kinds of big shows I have done. And initially it was like just magic, magic, magic. Later on, I just diverted towards mentalism and mind reading, all those kinds of stuff. So I do a combination of magic illusion, and also mentalism, that is illusion of the mind.
Oh.
So that was my entire journey from childhood till now. So yeah, that's it. That's my journey. So I'm
So,
still doing shows.
uh,
Yeah, yeah,
Kunal,
yeah. Tell
I
me.
have a question. Like, when you were working and you decided to take a leap of faith, like, okay, this is enough for me, I'll go into
Yeah.
magic. So usually for us normal persons, like everyone, we have that fear. Okay, what will happen if I take this? We don't know, it's an uncertain journey. So what made you decide that yes, I can do this? That how did you overcome that fear?
See, that was not something that comes in one day. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, I was scared. I was a bit scared, but magic was such a great passion of mine. So I started doing researches. So
Okay.
I saw a lot of big performers from all across the world, and also from India. Okay, I
Hmm.
started talking to them. Even they advised me not to like take this leap of faith. But the thing is,
Okay.
at that time, like I couldn't take it anymore. So I did my research. I did my research. I did my research on shows. I did my research on the rates of shows. I did my research on how much would I earn if I just quit right now. So
Hmm.
that wasn't exactly comparable to what I was earning that time, but
Okay.
still that was a start. That was a start. So yeah, it takes a bit of craziness. It takes a bit of
Planning.
what do you planning. It takes a bit of courage. Courage is very important.
Very
Okay,
important. Yes.
so and most important thing is, as I said, it takes a lot of craziness to do that. Not all people do that, but yeah, that's my story. Everyone has different stories, right? So
Yeah.
I would
True.
suggest that do a proper planning first, and only then take that leap of faith.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very true. Very true.
yeah.
So, Kunal, like you said that you were starting with magic, and then you progressed to that illusionism and then
Mentalism,
mentalism.
mentalism. That's mind reading. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a progressive stage, right? Like from magic to illusionism, then mentalism, like that, or
not
it's a,
not exactly, it's a kind of a preference thing. So
okay.
see, the thing was, initially I used to do magic, and I used to do it well, and mostly I used to do magic for kids initially, like you said earlier. But when I started out doing corporate shows,
Okay.
I'm not saying that magic won't work, because a lot of people are doing a lot of wonderful illusions and magic in front of big tens and thousands of people. But for me, that kind of the manipulation work, the card manipulation work, all those kinds of production and stuff, that was not suiting my personality. Okay, and
Okay.
so what I did was, see, if that suits your personality, go ahead with it, because people are doing well. But
Hmm.
that didn't suit my personality, and that didn't suit my interest level at that time. So I started doing that, the thing that I'm doing right now. So I'll give you a few demonstration in some time. You'll understand what exactly is mentalism and mind reading. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's entirely the preference thing, entirely preference thing. If a client calls me and tells me that we don't want any mentalism, we just want you to perform magic, I can do that, not an issue, because I have my basics clear. So I can do magic, I can do mentalism, I can do illusions. So that's just branches of magic.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
So, is there any particular obstacle that caused you to put a break into your career, like the kind of situation we are in, like the pandemic or something? Like, is it
Yeah.
affecting you in any way, and how you are coping up with it?
Yeah, see that, I won't lie to you. It is affecting. It's not that it's not affecting, because all kinds of business are affected
Yes,
in this pandemic.
true.
But the thing is, it's about not losing hope. It's about constantly working to make your work better, to make your see, it's a market, right? For us, it's a market. So we have to make a name in the market.
Yes,
Only then we'll start getting work.
true.
So initially, what happened was, initially what I did was, March, right? It started out, or everything started
Yes,
on March.
much.
So first few weeks, so what I did was, I didn't know that it would go so long, right? So what I did was, I thought, yeah, it's good. So I'm getting a time to practice. So I did a lot of research. I read books and all those kinds of stuff. I
Yeah.
used to get inquiries. So initially I used to like say, oh no, I'm busy. I'm not, all those things, because in my mind I thought it's a vacation. I just focus on my skills right
Hmm.
now.
Yes,
So later on, it started extending. So
extending.
like I was a bit worried. So I say, what should we do now? Then I used to conduct classes, okay, in Skype. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So suddenly I thought, yeah, on Skype. So suddenly I thought, let's do Instagram live. So
Hmm.
where I'll just show magic for people. While like I'll take them live on the screen, and I'll just perform something for them, while the other people who are watching, they can enjoy. So I did a few of those, 2 or 3 of those, and I then realized that this can be done as a full-time show.
Okay.
Okay, so what I did was, I contacted Book My Show, Insider, all those kinds of ticket selling platforms, and I started putting up my live shows online.
Hmm.
Okay, and there I got good responses. Then after that, what I did was, I started pitching clients that this can be done. This is something that can be done online. So see, you always expect magic to happen on a stage, but right now there is no
No
stage.
stage. Yeah.
So what do we do? So this is something I'm offering, that you're sitting at your home and I'm performing sitting right from my home, and you'll get the exact same experience. You'll get the exact. There's no difference at all. yeah, there's a difference of the physical aspect. You cannot touch the things, but
Hmm.
you can enjoy the magic with your family.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So it's an
Yeah, so
adaptation. Hmm.
yeah, adaptation, survival of the fittest. So basically,
Fittest.
we are just surviving right now. Yeah, it's surviving. So I cannot just give up everything and just stay at home.
Yeah,
I
true.
start I started making YouTube videos, so
Hmm.
which I didn't used to do earlier. So I got time. So I thought let's increase the
Diversity.
online visibility. Let's make YouTube videos. Let's make Facebook videos. Let's make Instagram videos. So I started doing all those things. So that is indeed helping me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very good adaptation actually. So this is what is required for management, like planning, organizing, adapting, surviving. That's it.
So
So and Kunal, like magic shows, people think it as magic. Uh, that must be for a reason, right? Like there must be something involved. There must be a technique involved, right? Like there must be
let me
some kind of science or
I'm
some
I'm
calculation.
getting what your I'm
Okay.
getting what your question is. I'm getting what your question is. I'm going to give you a few examples. Okay. So see, yeah, magic. Magic is the art of impossible. That like people say. Now don't confuse it with real magic. Okay. Now I'll there's a line between that. Okay. So I'll give you an example. You for example, what kind of movies do you watch?
Like all kinds sci-fi movies, then documentaries like that.
Okay, sci-fi movies. Okay, you watch sci-fi movies. So okay, so for example, there's a favorite your favorite actor. Who's your favorite actor?
mm, like in English movie,
Any, just your favorite actor, anyone.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Okay, so okay, so you're you're watching for example yeah, that movie Liar. Okay, so in
uh,
that movie you see a scene where he goes into a toilet and he bangs himself on a wall, bangs himself on the toilet, and he's all injured. Okay, do you actually think he injured himself? No, right?
no.
That's just a movie. That's just a
Yes.
movie.
Hmm.
Okay. But for the audience, we feel that. We actually feel that, yeah, he's injured. He just hit himself on a wall. His head is bleeding.
Hmm.
So you are convinced while watching a movie that his head is bleeding. Okay. But in real life, it's not bleeding. It's just fake blood. Now,
True.
same thing goes for magic. Okay. In magic, if you just float something in the air, you you watching it, you see that it's floating in the air because we make sure that you believe that it is floating in
Yes.
the air, but that's not the actual case. There's something entirely different thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see a plane flying in the air.
Hmm.
So if I give you an estimated weight of the plane, it weighs tons and tons of weight.
True.
Okay,
Hmm.
it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy. Now imagine that weight is flying in the air. So that is kind of impossible, right? For in layman terms, it's impossible. It cannot fly because it's so heavy. But it
Heavy.
is flying there because of the interior mechanism that's going on, which only the engineers know. For us, it's just magic, right?
Exactly.
Now you cannot see what's happening inside the plane. Same
Yes.
thing. You cannot see what's happening, what we are doing behind the scenes.
So there is a
Okay,
lot
so
of mental work involved, right?
a lot of mental work involved, a lot of practice involved, a lot of research involved.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically, how do you think a magic fails when you as an audience see how it works, right? So
Hmm.
that's a
Yes.
fail for us. Now,
Okay.
if you cannot see how it works, then our job is done.
Hmm. Yes.
But it's all for the sake of entertainment. Now, if Shah Rukh Khan dies in a movie, he doesn't die in real life. It's just entertainment. It's for us. It's just a movie. Same thing.
True.
If I'm floating something, I'm not actually floating it, but you see that it's floating. You are surprised. You are entertained. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's not real magic. It's just a form of entertainment. It's just an art form.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Because
So
when we are performing in a stage, everyone watching there
yes.
knows that it is a trick.
Yes.
But why do you think they call us? To be entertained,
Yeah.
right?
True. True.
Yeah.
True. So I have one more question. Like when you see the expression of the viewers, like when you perform a magic trick, uh,
Yeah.
they'll give out an expression. What
Yeah.
will it create a happiness within you? Like
See, I'm not sure how, but you're asking all the right questions today. Okay, so you're asking all the right questions. You're asking everything that I have in mind. Let's see, I have a perception of magic. Okay, so I see magic in my way. So basically, you're asking all the right questions. That's just touching my thinking. Okay, so the questions that you'll ask, I'll give you a very good explanation for that. When you started out this my introduction, you said Kunal is very popular among kids.
Yes.
Now, that's not the case, by the way, because I rarely do kid shows like nowadays. I used to
Okay.
do, but but I'll tell you why you said that, or why people you have seen whenever a magician performs, parents just push their kids forward,
Mm. Yes.
right? They want
Mm.
the kids to see them. Why do you think that is? Why is there a misconception that magic is only for kids? Now I'll tell you a reason
Yes.
for that. Okay.
True. Mm.
Now when you are born, okay, when you are just starting out, when you're growing, everything around you is magic for you.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, a car going, it's new, something new. You're surprised. A bird flying. Kids say, "Oh, bird flying." Okay,
Mm.
that's surprise. That's magic for them. Okay.
True.
Now, when I perform magic for a grown up, okay, for a grown up, if I perform something for you right now,
Mm.
so you'll give out an expression. Okay. Now you know what that expression is. It's the child inside you.
Exactly. Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
So basically, it's that child inside you that's giving you that expression. Okay. So that is the one of the reasons why magic is called the art of astonishment. Because at the initial stage, like a child, you are just surprised, astonished.
Yes.
But after a few moments, as an adult, you start thinking, "Oh, there might be a trick."
Mm.
Like practicalities hidden.
Mm.
But
Okay.
the expression that you talked about, that's the child inside you.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that generates a happiness within you, right? Like when you see that.
Obviously, because you have seen kids are always happy. Kids are always happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So so if the child is awakened inside you, you are always happy.
Exactly.
So
Very, very
that
true.
really that's really gives me a satisfaction because I am satisfied. If I see that expression, I am satisfied.
Very true. Very true. So, Kunal, can you please perform for me
I'll
any?
show you something. Okay? I'll show you something. I prepared something for you. Okay. So, Sri, right? Sri, I'll show you two or three stuff, very quick stuff. Okay. So
Okay.
something that will be close personal to you, something that will be kind of an observation thing. So first, I'll start off with this. Okay. This is kind of an observation test that I do with all my audiences. Okay. So
Okay.
Sri, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you a few playing cards, and I want you to see all the details of that. Okay. All the details.
Okay.
You have to just observe all the details. Okay, the color, the numbers, everything that you see. Okay, so
Okay.
over here I have a few cards.
Okay.
I have 5 cards to be precise. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Now these are the fronts, okay, and these are the back.
Okay.
You see that? Okay, now observe the faces, observe the backs, all the details. Okay, the color and everything.
Okay.
Now Sri, as I said, this is an observation test. So what
Okay.
was the card that was at the end? The last card. What was the face of it?
It was blank.
Blank. Are you sure? I
Yeah.
think it was the Ace of
Oh.
Pentacles.
Okay. Mm.
Now, Shri, do you remember the backs of the card?
Yeah, there was a pattern
Color.
design on there.
What was the color?
Blue color,
Blue.
kind of.
They were all red.
Oh. Okay.
Now, Shri, if you missed this out, I'm sure you must have missed this as well.
Oh. How is that possible? Okay. Mm.
That's magic.
Oh, super.
Now let me ask you something. Okay, so I hope you like this. So this was
Okay.
just an observation test. Okay, I hope you liked it.
Okay.
Have you ever had your mind read before? Did someone ever read your mind earlier?
No.
No. I'm going to try a small test with you. Okay, let me get my pen for this. Okay, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Sri, do you read books?
Yeah. I read.
What kind of books do you read?
Kind of history, geography, economy, polity, like that.
But I have a book over here. Okay,
Okay.
Now, a novel like this usually has around 300 pages. So, for example, if I see the last page over here, that's 277.
Okay.
I'll just let
Okay.
it focus for a minute.
277. Yeah,
See that?
it's
Yeah,
visible.
277. Now, if I have an estimate of around 500 words in one page, so that's around 1,50,000 words in this entire book. The
Okay.
entire book, right?
Mm.
1,50,000 words in this entire book.
Yeah.
Am I right? Now, so what I'm going to do is, Sri, just name any page number that comes to your mind, any page number.
Mm, 8.
Eight, eight. So you went for eight. I'm just going to open to page number eight. Let's see what we have over there. Okay, so this is page number eight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you this page from top to bottom. I just want you to look at the words, go through it, and
Okay.
select one word from the entire page. Select one
Okay.
word. Okay.
Okay.
Now don't make it simple like a and the or so. Don't make it simple like that. Think
Okay.
of a complicated word like a 7 to 8 letter word.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Think of a
Hmm.
complicated word. I'm going to show you the page from top to bottom. Okay. Just let me focus. Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it.
Just going to scroll down.
Hmm.
Just let me know if you see one long word. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Eyeglasses.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, okay.
You
Sorry.
just have to remember it. Okay. I'm going to show you
Okay.
one more time. Think of another word. Okay. Don't
Okay.
tell me.
Okay.
Just let me focus it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah. It's visible.
So don't tell me. Just think of a long word. Okay.
Okay. Mm, okay.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay, you got one word, right? So there were a lot of words in that page, so you just selected out of random one, right?
Hmm.
So I'm going to try to get inside your head right now, okay?
Okay.
So Sri, is there something that you don't want me to do? Just push it at the back of your head and just think about that word right now, okay? Just think about the word that you saw, okay? Just
Okay.
don't think about anything else right now, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm going to try to guess the word. You can look at me, you can look at me, not an issue. I'm going to try to guess that word letter by letter. See,
Oh.
focus on the first letter that you're thinking of. First letter. Don't tell me, just think about the first letter, okay?
Okay.
Don't tell me. Just think about the first letter.
Okay.
I might be wrong at this because it's just a guess. I just written something down over here. See, for the first time, what is the first letter of the word? You can tell me, I've written something. First
Oh.
letter.
Oh. Oh. So. Okay.
Now, focus on the last letter of the word. Last letter. Okay, don't tell me, just think about the last letter, okay?
Okay.
Of that word. Okay. Okay. What is it?
T. How is it possible? Okay.
You're doing really well, Sri. You're doing really good. So there were a lot of words you chose among a few, right? First you thought of eyeglasses, then
Yeah.
you went to another, then you selected this word.
Yeah.
In your mind, not with your mouth, in your mind, keep on screaming out that word in your mind, okay? Repeatedly, over and over again in your mind.
Okay.
And imagine that word is just coming to your tip of your tongue, but you cannot just say it, okay? Just don't shout. Don't shout, just scream in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of a long word. Um, okay, I've written something here. I'll just cap my pen.
Okay.
Okay, I have that word over here. Now, for the first time, very first time, in your loudest and clearest voice, what is the word you're thinking of? The entire word?
Optometrist.
Optometrist.
Oh my God. Okay.
See, that's what I was talking about. So
Mm,
that expression that you just gave me, that is what I love the most. Okay, so I'm going to show you one final thing. Okay, that
okay.
you will be very interested because Sri, you just saw me read your mind, right?
Yeah.
You saw me read your mind. Would you like to read my mind?
I don't know how to do that. Okay.
No, I'm going to help you out. Don't worry, I'm going to help you out. Okay,
Okay.
so right now, Sri, you're going to read my mind. Okay,
Okay.
I'll tell you how. So we all have our cell phones, right? In our cell phone, we all have a pin code. Password, right? So
Mm.
even I have a password on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if I just put in just random digits like 1470, it won't open. Otherwise, just if I just put in 241, it won't open, right?
Yeah. It won't open.
Because that's not my password.
Yes.
Now, you are going to guess my phone password right now. Okay, you're going to guess. So
Okay.
how it will work is I'm going to send out the numbers one at a time to you. Okay, one at a time, and you're going to try to guess what the number is. For example, I'm thinking of one number, the first digit. What do you think the first digit is?
Mm.
I'm just thinking about it. Just focus, Sri, focus.
Okay. 9.
Nine. Okay, nine.
Okay.
Now focus on the second digit. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about it. What is
2.
it, Sri? Two. There you go, two. Now the third digit, Sri. Concentrate.
Mm.
Yeah. What is it?
4.
Four. And the final digit. Okay, Sri, I'll be sending it to you. And let me give you a hint. It's not a zero. It's a number other than zero. I'm going to
Okay.
send it to you. And if that unlocks the phone, that will be really crazy, right? Because that will be the first time you read someone's mind.
Mm.
Right, Sri? Am I right or wrong, Sri? It's right, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of the last digit. What is it?
7.
Seven.
Yeah.
And if seven unlocks my phone, that'd be crazy, right?
Will it unlock?
That's
Okay. Oh my God. No. How is that? How is that possible?
see that. That's
Okay.
really unlocked.
Oh, okay.
See, you just read my mind.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. So I hope you liked it. Everything.
Oh, it's very crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So amazing. Okay. So Kunal, thank you very much for this session with us. I'm very grateful for your insights. Like we learned a lot of what is that management strategies, how you are coping up with that, how you are adapting to it, and how to follow the passion. I can see passion in your eyes actually. So much
Oh,
passion,
thank you so much.
really, so much passion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
Thank you so much for having me here.
and you have
Take,
a YouTube channel, right? Which
yeah, yeah. I'll send you my channel. Okay, so that's Kunal Newar Magic. So I do post videos every week.
okay.
So you can check it out.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.